Guys, it is bins day. There's about 7 or 8 people in line. They open in 2 minutes. I tend to stay in my car to stay warm, even though it's not that cold. I'm just a baby like that. But 2 minutes, let's get in line. Let's get inside and hopefully find some treasure. All right, so as you can see, we're going through the new bins, and I want you to notice this arm come in. Nothing wrong with that other than you can tell that people start to be a little bit aggressive when they're grabbing in front of you. But watch this. She just rips the coat out of my hand. She does say sorry, and my reaction is because this person is a chronic offender of just being over aggressive at the bins. But let me know, how would you handle it? Is this why you avoid the bins? Did I handle it correctly? Keep in mind, chronic offender, but let me know down in the comments what you think. Anyways, moving on, keeping the digging going, and here I find the Chicago Blackhawk shirt. One of the things I learned early on in my reselling, Frizz is here, in my reselling journey, is just because it's sports doesn't mean that it has a ton of value to it. So stuff like that I would have picked up at the beginning, but really just it sits around too much for us. So I do avoid like a lot of modern sports stuff. Then keep digging through. I find this fun Abraham Lincoln shirt that says "drop beats, not bombs." Something tells me that may not have been an original quote, but perhaps. I picked that up and gave it to the vintage kids, but I think they threw it back. That's me kind of being a boomer thinking that was cool. You never know what you're going to find at the bins. This sleep shirt with a whole bunch of scenes going on here left that behind, but just digging through, looking for any kind of modern styles or just popular brands, things like that. But a lot of what you're going to see at the bins, guys, is trash. So when we find those treasures, we find them. Same thing here. I find these vintage Wake Forest University shorts super cool. Pick them up for the vintage kids because really, even on our Depop store, those are just going to sit. They do a whole bunch of like pop-up events and vintage clothing events and things like that on college campuses, and that stuff can move much quicker for them. So we feed our vintage kids when we can. And they are good to us as well. So I know a lot of times you hear horror stories, but we have the best vintage kids. All right, another bins rotation comes out. You notice someone kind of close to me and reaching over. Didn't snatch in front of me. They said sorry. I said no worries. It's just being polite and respecting space. That's what it's all about. Then I find this shirt. Funny story about this shirt, and Frizz will probably see this when I'm editing the video for her. She picks that shirt up. I had it, threw it back. She picked it up. You'll see it in our haul later. This red jacket I threw back. It does have that Michael Jackson Thriller vibe to it. One of the vintage kids picked it up. I didn't see a label on it. A lot of those heavy leather coats, things like that, they just sit for us. They weigh a little bit more because of the weight, so I left it behind. But maybe you would have picked it up, but I definitely did not. All right, it is time for another rotation. They rotate, I don't know, maybe every half hour, 45 minutes or so. But this time I saw something drop out. I'm looking for a Florida State starter jacket. I saw it drop at the bins. There it is. Oh, the guy next to me snagged it. That is just the nature of the beast. Did find out that the zipper was broken. It was ripped, but we don't wish that bad karma on anybody, but that's some high level stuff. Then I head over to the old VHSs and the DVDs, and really what I'm looking for here are anything sealed. Some things, very little, have some value, but looking for sealed, looking for the old school Taylor Swift album. I know we're being very specific, but you gotta look. Most people don't go through it, so I look at this as a sneaky opportunity to see. And also a lot of times you'll find car manuals mixed in here, medical books, things like that that resell well. Not a lot of people go through it. As you can see, nobody is reaching and snagging behind me or in front of me or whatever, so I just use this as just a little, changes scenes a little bit. And that one sealed, but it's going back. Most of that stuff has very little to no value to it, but it's fun to look, ain't it? What is going on, everybody? With you, as always, Johnny.
And Frizzy.
We have another bins haul for you. I know last week we showed you one. This one, not as more work for less.
Yeah, definitely.
So
well, I was only there for an hour.
I was there for like 6.5. So we have...
Johnny spent all day at the bins.
I clocked in, guys.
I don't think I've ever spent that long at the bin.
You know, it wasn't good enough. You know, you always wanted more, and then at some point you had to quit. What do we have?
Total, we spent $62.09.
For 33 pounds.
33 pounds.
And last week we spent $78, which means we got more for way less amount of time.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that it is not always just giving and giving and giving. Frizz actually left to just go to
the thrift stores.
So
yes.
I got to hang out with the vintage kids. They couldn't believe I was as old as I am. They said I looked way younger. So there you go. All right, so let's dive in. One of the first things that I grabbed when I got there is this Ralph Lauren hat. Ralph Lauren bolo. Not so much like just their polos and their sweatshirts, but like anytime you can find a Ralph Lauren hat, these move pretty quick for us. Not a ton of money.
And actually, that's the only hat you found. So that is kind of crazy because usually you find a ton of hats. That
goes to show what kind of day we were dealing with.
Yeah, that's rough.
So this is rough. The lone survivor. But you did good. So, okay. Frizz had a meeting Saturday morning, and I called her, I texted her, because we don't call.
Oh, where is it?
It's under here.
Oh, okay.
And said, you have to come and look, because I think I found Hermes.
Yeah, when he texted Hermes at the bins, I was like, I'm on my way.
So, it's right here.
We don't know if it's real or not. We think it might be fake.
It just doesn't have that, that wow factor. But there are...
If anybody knows...
It's upside down.
Oh, if anybody knows how to spot a real or a fake Hermes scarf, where does it say Hermes?
Right there.
There we go. There it is.
So this
is... a little stain.
Yeah.
But if it's real, it's worth it.
Yeah, these, so actual sold comps to these are about $150. I just feel like it's supposed to be a little more...
I mean, it feels like silk.
Does it?
Yeah, it definitely feels like silk. But the edges are, I don't know if they're supposed to look like that. I don't know if the edges are supposed to look like that.
Any of our fancy viewers,
I've never had an Hermes scarf before, so I would not know.
But, it's just fun to have anyway. So I was like, you need to come. I think the bins are giving. And they were actually giving a lot of fake.
Yeah,
fake
ton. Fake Burberry, fake Louis Vuitton, lots of fake Louis Vuitton, fake Gucci.
All the Fuchsis.
All the fakes are coming out.
But in those fakes was goods.
Yeah. So first we have, this is a vintage Coach bag. It is a $9,994. It is actually a backpack. This is a little bit rare of a piece that will be in my bag show actually tonight at 8 p.m.
So you'll miss it.
So, yes. This won't be out then. But anyways, bag show. But gorgeous chocolate brown.
But that is why people need to stay tuned. Mm-hmm. Because had they watched our last video, they would have already known about your bag show.
The bags come...
Could have had a $9.94 or whatever you said.
All right, next up is this Kate Spade. It is a diaper bag.
Oh.
Yes, so this will again be in the bag show. Kate Spade.
For the smug babies.
Yes, clean on the inside, so that's nice.
Have you ever gone to the bins and not found a Coach purse? I feel like...
I think I have. I've gone to the bins and not found bags before. Sometimes the bags aren't giving. This is a cream leather Dooney and Burke. Dooney and Bork? Dooney and Burke? Bork? I don't know.
Oh, Bork?
Johnny found all of these, actually. I don't know why I'm showing
Did I?
Yes. This is a Coach Y2K style Coach bag.
I once got yelled at because I missed out on a quality purse that I had never heard of. So now I grab all purses.
And I told him I knew I wasn't going to be able to go to the bins when he went, so I said, grab all bags and I will go through them.
And I did.
And he did. So this is another Johnny embark bag. It's a double zip, red leather. Has a nice patina on the handles. I actually like that look. But anyways.
And then I'll show my one bag, even though I can lay claim to many of these. Guys, look at this just crossbody Y2K all mesh, no privacy, all of your business. It's on the gray, I don't know where the tag is, but it's on the gray Nike tag. So vintage 2000s. And these resell for like 50 bucks. Nice. And it was just chilling there. So snag that. And those are our bags.
Those are the bags.
How'd I do?
Pretty good.
You're pleased?
$5.
$5. As always, we forget a couple things.
We found this little mini Coach wristlet coin purse. And
Cute.
Then
and some Coach. A lot of Coach. I didn't realize how much Coach we were finding. Take the rubber band off. But just some Coach flip-flops to add to the Coach collection. Yeah. Not a lot of shoes either.
No.
One hat and a pair of sandals.
Yeah.
All right, so a decent purse haul, a lackluster shoe and hat haul, but of course, we go to the bins for clothes. So let's see what we got. First up, I found some Vineyard Vine shorts, which going into winter, normally not something we pick up, but they were just really clean. And actually, these have sold on eBay already. So,
nice. We like that. Cha-ching.
And then I found, these are tiny. But they
Can't
are.
go to the bins without finding Lululemon.
I saw that sticking up at me, so had to snag them. And I got those.
Nice job.
Thanks.
I got actually this for myself. This brand, I don't know, Clio. It's a nothing brand. It's vintage. But it's a duster cardigan. Very long duster cardigan that I've been wanting. So it's coming home and I will wear it. That
would be a fun alter ego.
What?
I'm Duster Cardigan.
Okay. Okay.
Tough crowd.
All right. So, okay, the tag is cut out of this, but I know based off of the RN number, this is Anthropology, and that tag to me looks like a hi-hi label. So I would say this is a hi-hi jacket.
How do you spell that?
Anthropology. H-E-I-H-E-I.
Ooh, hi-hi.
H-E-I-H-E-I. But yeah.
Is that a duster?
It is a duster.
But not a cardigan?
A duster little kimono jacket type thing.
Well, somebody wanted $9 for it.
Well, they didn't get that.
I am a sucker for some vintage crew necks, so grab this Redskins on the Russell Athletic tag. Never sell for much, but they move pretty quickly.
You can go.
You want me to go again?
Sure.
All right, guys. This one I had a little trouble with.
Oh,
So when I look at it, I'm like, okay, the neck doesn't open. But Frizzy pointed out that it's up here.
It's a turtleneck.
It's like a turtleneck hoodie.
Inside the hoodie.
But the brand I had not heard of. AFCO. It's kind of like a dry fit material. But AFCO hoodies, these sell for like $55. So nice. Extra large. Got that.
Nice. Oh, I had never heard of this, Babette. I had never heard of it. Comps looked decent-ish, so I picked it up.
I grabbed a
I was reaching, you guys. I was reaching.
It was slow.
That's why I was only there for an hour, because I was like, I am not doing good. So.
And I was there for 6.5, and yeah. I grabbed this old Red Sox shirt on the Lee Sports tags. If you guys are ever probably shouldn't flip you off. If you're looking at vintage shirts, Lee Sports is a decent one. And then I also grabbed this vintage Cleveland Indian shirt too. So nice. Some vintage sports shirts.
This was a good pickup. I did find this black halo lace dress.
Have we sold black halo before?
On Whatnot. So this will go on Whatnot.
$5.
$5 on Whatnot, yes.
You want to keep going? I only have one more thing.
Okay. This is, I'd never heard of it. It's Diane Freese. Diane Freese is a vintage blouse. Comps look for like, comps can be like anywhere from like 35 to 45. Big shoulder pads on this.
But not to be confused with Diane von Furstenberg.
No, Diane Freese.
That's the Diane
I don't know.
prefer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's got holes in it.
It's supposed to.
Oh.
Next up is this Vince sweater with, it is supposed to look like that. But Vince is a good brand. Then I got, this because it's 100% cashmere. It is Talbot's 100% cashmere cardigan. And I looked over and over it and I didn't see any holes. So
it's always the risk with the cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frizz left and I was still there all by myself. And I found this Harley Davidson. On the Harley Davidson tag, it's a fleece. It's got the Harley Davidson logo on the back too, but it's a nice fleece because it's on the Eddie Bauer tag.
Nice.
So we got a little collab.
Eddie Bauer Harley.
There you go. That was me. And
then
then
I have
last,
one more, and I have nothing. I have no clue what this is. I couldn't leave it behind though. This jacket
it's got a lot going on.
Is so gorgeous. I have no idea.
Was there money in the
There's
pockets?
no tag. There's no tag. I'm gonna have to Google Lens this. I tried at the bins, but I couldn't get a good Google Lens photo back. But anyway, so I'll have to research more of this. It's gorgeous, and the pockets are like real deep. So yeah, I don't know. If anybody knows anything about it, let me know. Hit me up.
It's like a.
There's no tag, so I don't know, but it's pretty.
It looks like something just those like rich old ladies who live in New York City.
Yeah.
Just.
It's very substantial.
Ooh, my favorite kind of pieces are substantial pieces. Guys, there you have it. Not a lot of firepower. So like we said,
not all days at the bins are crazy good.
Yeah. Last week was like 12 new with tags, and we said disclaimer, not all days are like this. There you have it.
This
not
is like
all
a
days.
Normal day.
Yeah, 8 plus hours between the two of us.
Yeah, but I never spend that.
And it was 33 pounds of mids.
Yeah. Yep.
So there you go, guys. It's not all glamorous in the Goodwill bins world.
Correct.
But stay tuned because there will be glamorous days and we will show them to you. But until then, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Bye, guys.